Previously on Live to Give, Corcoran Clash. At the men's camp, former Survivor contestant Gary was having trouble adapting to his tribe.
Since I left Vietnam, I said I didn't want to be in heat again, but I still seem to get stuck with it, you know?
Everybody thinks that I do have an idol in my pocket, which I don't. The games will continue.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, at the women's camp, Seuer found herself in the driver's seat.
Huh? Okay, she's trying to vote you out.
I feel like people who are in the forefront develop a reputation quickly as a threat, especially if they're very charming, very outgoing.
Even if it painted a huge target on my back, it means that I'm going to get to do all of these things that I've wanted to do.
We were talking a little bit about Hannah next time. Just because she's like...
I'm a little bit nervous about Sarah. I wish she had not gotten safety to merge. She's going to be intense the whole time. She's already like, oh, people are saying this name and that name. And I'm like, okay, but you're the one saying it. Like, it's not people, it's you.
At the challenge, both tribes were shocked to discover that Ellie and Bobby would be given a second chance at this game.
Super fun twist with Ellie and Bobby coming back. That's cool. I like it.
And after the men won their second consecutive challenge against the women, the guys eagerly ushered in the newfound estrogen.
You don't really want to be like the isolated guy that's just kind of like sitting off to the side. I'd have to say I'm an extrovert.
And Ellie decided to use her flirt card to gain their trust.
I can win a lot of these guys over, and if I have to flirt a little bit to get somewhere in this game, it's worth it because I want to win.
On the women's tribe, the stragglers on the bottom try to climb their way to the top and flip the vote.
I was thinking like because there aren't that many options.
Yeah, I wish there was a majority. I just don't want to be on the bottom of that Sarah, Nicole alliance, so I'm hoping that we could switch it onto somebody else. We'll see.
But in the end, Serena decided to vote with the majority, allowing Sarah to remain on her throne and sending Hannah out the door. 19 are left. Who will be voted out tonight?
Who did you vote for? Either way. Oh, thank you.
We were able to get Hannah out at the last tribal council, which is great for me, but there were 3 votes for Jenny though, and obviously 2 were from Hannah and Steph. But I'm worried that the last one might have been from Serena. She and Hannah were talking a lot before tribal, and I haven't been feeling as solid with her as I hoped I would.
Going forward, if we're ready to make that big move on the person that we want to make a big move on, if we're trying to get out Serena because she is trying to play both sides on us, but in order to do that, we need to replace her. Bobby's that perfect replacement right now. So we'll see if Serena's still with us or not.
I confirmed it. We gotta get Serena on before she tries to get you guys out.
I do have an alliance. I have an alliance with Nicole, Sarah, and Kim. And we've been throwing around Serena's name. So I'm feeling not cocky, but just feeling confident, moving forward. I'm ready.
Make her think that we're gonna vote Hannah.
Ow, don't do that. Well, the problem is you can't tell them me and you can't tell them Bobby. That would be believable. Tell them her. That'd be believable.
Is there another challenge or something tonight or anything else? I thought we had a solid group to vote out Jenny. I wanted to save Hannah just because like I trusted her 100%. I could not find anyone else in the tribe really that I could 100% trust. We were supposed to have 6 lockdown votes and only 3 of us voted for Jenny. So yeah, that did not make me look good. And I thought I was really close with Serena, which I still think I do have a decent relationship with her, but no one told me that it was flipping, so I just looked like an idiot.
But it actually seems like people aren't sure who casted the 3rd vote for Jenny. Sarah seems to think it was Serena.
Now I'm so freaking scared about Serena. I was nervous for Nicole, and now I'm scared about Serena.
Yeah.
Oh.
Obviously Hannah knew that her name was out there, and so she was like really trying to get people aligned to make sure that she didn't get voted out. So I was in like all of those conversations, but I also knew that at the end of the day it's best to like stick with Sarah, especially for the actual first round of the game. Sarah is like an alpha female on her tribe. Like she and Coach K are like the 2 like head figures that like walk around and like say like, oh, people are saying this, people are saying that, when it's really like their ideas, and they're just like acting like people are saying those things so that people start saying those things, from my opinion. I think it's just about like people being introverts and people being extroverts, and people that don't mind speaking up and don't mind trying to like shake things up and like are really vocal. And also the thing is, Sarah's safe, so there's no way that we could ever get her out until merge. So at this point, if we have to take out one of the 2 spearheads, like Coach K is a good option.
Well, which way are we supposed to enter? Do you know?
I think there is an enter.
I feel like that side is probably...
Sarah is definitely the mastermind. She's sneaky and I just don't trust her. Yes, I do think it could be me next. However, a lot of people are losing their beads this round. So when there's a crack, I'm going to be truthful and honest with them, and I just have to stick with it. So when there's a crack and I can sense there is maybe some distance between the girls, then I'm going to use that to my advantage.
We're taking Serena out. We're telling them it's you because you would look like the easy vote. No matter what anyone says, it is not you. It has to be Serena. It has to be. We've got you, Moon, Katora, Kim, and Nicole. We have 5.
That's all we need.
Yes.
Not too bad. We got the plastic. Got a little hard time trusting anybody right now, but I haven't really got nothing else to go on. So we're going to see how this plays out. I've got to do a lot of talking between now and the next challenge. So we'll go from there.
Oh God, you scared the crap out of me.
The enter is the backside.
You just got one just
Ellie,
Yeah?
how quickly did
maybe
you
it's
find
that Boy
out that
Scout
you were
background,
but I'm like, leave no trace.
I should have been climbing that tree. I'm winded.
That's what everybody always says, right? Yeah, right.
Oh, it's so hot. I'm really excited to be here. This is already a great experience, like everybody said it was going to be. We're a strong team. We play well together. It's hard because there's really no bad vibes. It's all smiles, and we're slapping mosquitoes off each other because it's roasting out here, but we're dying.
Yeah. I actually really like this group. Every single person here, I'm just like, you guys are good.
I definitely think I did win the guys over with a little bit of charm and just being myself, just being bubbly. Definitely a little worrisome being the only girl and I can't pull guys, but I'm feeling pretty good. I was down by the water jug.
I was laughing so hard because the very first
I like Ellie. I like her vibe. I think she's really cool. I have no like beef with her at all. I think it's cool to like have kind of that like effeminate presence just in the tribe. I think it'll just help with the tribe dynamic a little bit. She's a super cool girl. She's almost like one of the guys.
And I was like, that's not her color. Shut up. Right now we're all just kind of all hanging out and talking. It's nice to not have to worry about voting people out. But I think what I think people miss out on is this right now is the time where you can build the alliances that you need that are going to get you through the game. So
right now when you're not busy, you have to build your bonds. You have to, first off, be someone that looks like they get along with the tribe, but you also have to be willing to pull people aside and be like, I want to work with you, and go from there.
I am so excited. I'm pumped. We need to work together.
I moved everybody at the social life easily had the best bond with you, and I was like, heck yes. So I'm super excited. So I'm sure people are just gonna be like chit-chatting, trying to like scoop you up and stuff. So
Where do you think everyone's sitting right now?
the first vote was like really united, but Shane really pushed the last vote for Bobby over Brendan. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Because as soon as I came over here, I was like, Brendan, that's who I want to get out.
We were on that path, and then Shane flipped it, and it's one of those things. You have 2 people. Well, we had like 4 people with necklaces. Like you can't be like, no, screw you.
True.
So we were like, okay, well, fine, sure.
Yeah.
But nobody was really that connected with Brendan or Bobby.
I think I have the best vibes right now from Ellie. I was actually really excited to find out that we got Ellie on our tribe, because I really liked her. I had a really good vibe from her from the social, and she was one of my favorite people. So I've already pulled her aside and kind of talked to her.
But I just want to talk to you really quick because I'm super excited that you're here.
Me too.
And I really wanted to work with you from get-go. And then as soon as you got over here, I was like, yes!
Same.
Somebody I like. So.
Easiest guy to win over. Probably Ryan. Just instantly, I feel like he like came up to me right away and he was like, hey Ellie, let's go talk. He like pulled me aside. He's like, I'm so excited that I'm with you, and like that's awesome. So it was super easy to already get that first like solid connection and not be worried about at least one person.
I thought I heard him say that you had to.
Everybody join the pants party?
We're in the pants party. Yeah, we hopped on.
We did like our little like last confessional or whatever. They made us read a little note card. I was like, this is cool.
I mean, I know. Why spend all that time raising? Not to knock anybody, right? Everybody has their reasons, but I just, for me, like, we spend so much time raising.
Yeah, I think the one thing, so hard to get here.
I can smell it already at the grouping, and I'm kind of out on the outside here, so we'll make it work. I'm going to start lying a lot faster. Can't get much better at it, but I already kind of got it set up for idol in my pocket here.
Are you saying you found an idol?
Possibly. It's either that or I'm happy to see you, one of the two. And I'm not happy to see you.
He was on the jury.
He was on the jury.
He was on the jury.
We had got
This competition was brought to you by Swagelock. Swagelock, performing under pressure.
Immunity, back up for grabs. This challenge is called Don't Break Focus, and you will have to do just that. For this challenge, everyone on your tribe will be standing in a straight line with your arms extended straight up, connected to another member on your tribe. In between each player's hands will be 2 tiles. Over time, it will be harder to keep tiles up. As players begin to drop, your team will still continue on. The winning team will be the team that lasts the longest. The team that drops all of their tiles first will be attending tribal council with me tonight. I'll give you a few minutes to strategize, and we'll get started.
This gets exhausting.
We can sing a song.
Yeah. What do you want to sing?
I don't know.
Gary, sing us a song.
Row, row, row.
Really?
That's the only one he said he knows.
That's all he got.
It goes really good in an elevator.
All right, everyone make sure your legs stay planted, your arms stay
You're
up.
okay.
Stop moving.
You're okay.
I'm just lopsided on the right side. You're lopsided.
Serena and Nicole struggling.
Oh man, they're struggling already. I know.
Bird dog.
Dude, why is your hand so high?
It's slipping. It's holding on.
Really?
Okay. A little bit, yeah.
You want me to push hard?
Serena is pushing through this.
Right, Jesse? You doing good? How are you? Just keep the lines of communication open there.
Yep. Oh yeah.
You're okay, Serena.
Serena, you got this.
Serena's team is backing her. Ben and Ellie chilling.
Anyone got some funny jokes? Gary, that sounds like something up your alley.
I got a couple.
Appropriate ones only.
Yeah, that's true.
Good job, guys. Keep pushing.
You got it.
Hey, will it help to drop one? Should we drop? Can we drop? 1, 2, 3. Drop.
You got it.
Okay, they dropped
It
one.
tilted if you need.
Yeah.
Cool, tilt.
They dropped one, guys.
Yeah!
One is
Drop a tile,
down.
it comes out of your $10. And I'm collecting.
Hang on.
You dropped
Just chilling.
You dropped intentionally.
Jesse shaking.
Hey, Brendan. Brendan, push a little harder.
Push harder, yeah.
Yeah, you were sneaking away from me there.
Ellie
Hold
and
on,
Shane
hold on.
drop.
We drop one?
Yeah.
Ellie, do you want to move move a little bit closer to me?
Oh, we didn't drop one yet?
Oh, yeah, perfect. Hold on, Jesse. Brandon, you gotta move closer to me. Oh.
Ryan and Derek all struggling. RJ starts struggling and shaking. Jesse, get that arm up. Beltrami drops the tile.
Sorry, I'm going down on the swim. Okay.
RJ and Elder drop a tile. Elder, come have a seat. You're out of this challenge. Derek, shaking. Yes.
Team shoulder rubs tonight.
No, this is really fun. I've always wanted to be the center of attention. I've always wanted to be able to look at, like, watch all these people are watching us. I can totally be the center of attention right now.
You're not supporting me. Gosh. Okay, I think she supported herself over there.
Brendan, Nick drop out of the challenge. Ryan and Shane look miserable. Derek looks like he is passing out.
Oh, yes. I don't know.
Hold tight, guys. Hold tight. One more, guys. We're staying strong all the way through.
Bobby, you're giving me just a little bit too much pressure, my friend.
They're falling over. Okay, we're doing good. We're doing good.
Keep our pressure together.
Okay, can we do something this way?
Ooh, but you guys are both pulling back on me.
Push.
No, you guys are pulling back on me. Oh, don't, Serena.
Me forward or back?
No, straight up. Just straight up, okay.
Are you okay?
Jesse and Derek fighting.
Up.
Everyone looking good.
Stay up.
Bobby drops. We're now at 15 minutes.
Hang in there, guys. They're down to 3. They're down to 3.
No. Oh. We got some lightning.
I got this. Work through it.
They're struggling, guys. Hold on.
Derek, Jesse struggling a little bit. Serena Couture still trying to talk it through.
Yeah!
3, let's go!
And gone.
Oh my God.
That was killer. That was awesome. That was, I don't want to see tiles for a long time. Especially pink ones.
Oh, God. That was harder than it looked.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I don't think it was an upset at all. First of all, I don't think that challenge favored men at all. There were several pairs of women that were not going down. So I had pretty much, as soon as I went out and I looked over at them, I was like, oh, we're losing this. So now it's just like, okay, who do I want to vote out then?
I've been meaning to ask you, you're not related to Neil Elder, are you?
Well, maybe. I don't know him though.
Okay.
There aren't a lot of elders left, actually. At this point, it could be either Gary or Brendan, but that could change also. It changed last time at the last minute, so I don't know. We'll see. I just got to keep my ear to the ground.
You're talking choices now?
Yeah. I don't know, like either Gary or Brendan were the two people that were brought up last time.
I don't think he's got it. No, he doesn't.
100%. I actually don't know for sure, 100% figure of speech, but Gary's a lot harder to predict.
He's a lot harder to predict. He's a lone wolf.
Yeah, which is good and bad.
Mm-hmm. It can be a bit scary later on, definitely.
I'm a little selfish. I want to keep him around for good stories tonight. But we're deciding between Gary and Brendan at this point. Let's just see what everyone else thinks, but we'll reconvene at some point.
All right. Yeah.
Gary and Brendan have been the names that have been brought up to vote out. The con about voting Gary out is people like to sit around and listen to his stories, but he keeps to himself, so I don't know.
And we'll win.
Yep. We'll win this one. We don't have to hold up plates.
Good job on the fire.
Yeah, that's...
The stick's finally paid off.
That stick rubbing, though.
I rub them good.
What do you guys think?
I don't know if we have a plan.
It's still up in the air.
Do you have any names?
Everyone seems to not have anybody.
It's so hard because we're all so tired and hungry.
Anybody want to take a little walk? I'll go with you.
Yeah, sure.
All right. We're getting everybody?
Oh, everybody. Kind of twisted my knee a little bit. I was kind of wondering. I could probably make it easy for everybody.
Well, why do you want to leave?
Just that my knee is pretty sore. But other than that,
Well, we could talk about
it's just one of those deals. My one knee is a little bit sore, and at my age, you hate to push it too far, so you don't get into any accommodations where you wouldn't want to be, that could get worse. So it's a young man's game, and I'm getting to be an old master. It's a little stiff, you get a little sore.
Well, you certainly played hard. Did really good. So.
It's just kind of one of those things. I just kind of twisted a little bit out there. I don't want to screw it up any worse than what it is.
True.
But, we're going for $1 million. It's
True.
a little bit more serious, It's kind of a toss. I could stay or I could go. It doesn't bother me at all. Yes, sir.
We're planning on voting out Gary, but it's going to be kind of sad because he tells some really funny stories. So we're going to miss having him out by the fire tonight before we potentially go to bed, depending on what happens, I guess.
Never talked about all your votes on one person in case they're trying to do something funky, but from everything you've seen from Gary, do you really think he has an idol?
I'm positive he doesn't. And, so we're good, right? You and me.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you this. The reason I know Gary doesn't have the idol is because I do.
Did you find it in the dark? That's amazing.
So I'm open to it. Okay, so literally anyone that says anything, I'll know.
So he brought me down the path, and he just let me know that he found the hidden immunity idol. and completely trusts me, which is amazing because when I got to camp, I tried to look for it, but I knew I wasn't going to be good at that. So what I thought I needed to do was build enough social bonds that if someone finds the idol, they're going to tell me. And sure enough, that shit happened. So I feel really good right now.
Everyone, welcome to your second tribal council now that Ellie's joined. So Ellie, we're gonna just point blank start with you. What did it feel like to be voted out?
Well, I was definitely blindsided, I feel like, by that, and it sucked right away, but then reading the card here and I'm gonna be back in, especially being with all these awesome guys, like, I was just overjoyed.
Yep, so Nick, you get rid of Bobby, Ellie comes on, asset, liability, easy vote.
Honestly, you could do any of the set, but I think she's a really strong competitor, and she's got the brains behind it too. So, pretty good asset, especially for our team. Like, we definitely scored.
Even just walking out for that first challenge, they were super welcoming and seemed super excited to have me join their team. And I don't know, I just felt really welcomed by them.
And RJ, Ellie comes with a plethora of information if you use it.
I think she gave us good information, good intel on who was running the show over there, who was running from the show over there. We were a little surprised to see Hannah go out last time, just based on some of the intel. But people are obviously jockeying for position, so I think we're all listening very carefully. She has all of our ears, for sure.
So the challenge, obviously, Derek.
Well, I thought we all thought we had a pretty good chance to win. We discussed it a little bit with shoulder strength compared to the women. Maybe the women can deal with the pain a little better. So we thought we had a chance. All I know is me and Jesse kept looking over and I'm like, man, there's a lot of women still standing over there. It was tough.
So Ryan, you guys go back to camp. What was the vibe after you lost the challenge?
I don't think it was necessarily chaotic or anything like that. People kind of split off a little bit here and there, talk strategy.
So Elder, Ryan made up a really good point that people are splitting off, and he said people as in multiple people.
Yeah, I mean, you can screw it up for sure. Like you can keep people out of the loop when they should be in the loop. But you know, I think what you have to do is you have to trust the people that you're talking to, that they're gonna talk to the people that they say they're gonna talk to, and that the word is gonna get passed the way it needs to get passed. But you know, that can also put you at risk.
So Gary, how do you base this vote? I mean, you guys already survived one tribal. You now have Ellie on your tribe. So how do you go now as this new tribe into tribal and decide who's to go?
A lot on people who have, you know, alliances with other people or whatever it works, you know, it works best, you know. So.
It's tough voting people out because we all know we're here for our own causes and stuff, and we all raise so much money for it, and then to see someone leave, it's obviously very sad. So it's tough to do it, but we also signed up for this game that we're all going to play, and we're all going to play as hard as we can. So it's kind of like recognizing that we're going to have sad moments, but we're also going to have really strong triumphs as well. So
it's kind of one of those Eeny, Meeny, Miny. Both. Yeah, be involved.
All right, we'll get to the vote. Ellie, you're up.
Hello, friend.
You are really awesome, and I think everyone's really enjoyed getting to know you.
Hope Eeny feels better, my man.
Honestly, we were gonna vote him out anyway, so it's worked out.
Thanks.
Nothing's ever certain, but I think this is the plan.
Hope this isn't a crazy blindside.
All right, I'll go tally the votes. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. All right, I'll read the votes. First vote. Gary. Gary, that's 2 votes, Gary. Gary, that's 3 votes, Gary. Gary, that's 4 votes, Gary. Gary, that's 5 votes, Gary. The second person voted off of Live to Give Corcoran class, Gary. You need to bring me your torch. Alright, Papa Smurf, your tribe has spoken. Alright, there we go. Congratulations on making it through another vote. Yeah, you guys can head on back to camp.
It's going to get very difficult for him from this point on. There's just no doubt about it, you know. Nobody really started strategizing for my season over there in Fiji, and here, you know, you gotta put her in gear right from the get-go. And the reason I voted for Ryan, it was the only name I could spell good that I remembered. So I appreciate all of them that donated for me, that was into it, and it's for a good cause and some good people, and you guys are doing good things here. You like to see that nowadays because there's a lot of negativity running around, and smiling is a hell of a lot easier than frowning and complaining, you know. So Papa Smurf, adios.